Hello everyone and welcome back to CosyPosey Gaming. Today is going to be a little bit different than my usual content because we are going to be looking at a game that I made. It is my first ever game and something that I made this past term at uni. I am studying games design and I got to make a game about potatoes. So I'm really excited to share it with you. It's definitely clunky, it has a long ways to go, but I'm excited for its future and I'm excited that I got a game somewhat functional. Like this is my first time in like Unreal Engine and programming in general, so I was very overwhelmed at the beginning of this project and I think I'm more overwhelmed now, but I have more of a grasp on game design, on Unreal, and just kind of everything involved in the process. So let's jump right in. So welcome to Roasted Potatoes. I developed this over the past 4 months, and I am kind of known as like the cozy gaming girl in my course, so of course I needed to make a cozy game, and I love potatoes. So the idea around this game is kind of that you play as a little potato navigating its environment to cook itself into a meal. So yeah, let's get started. So we have buttons that work. I definitely want to play with the appearance of them, but they work, so. So right now I have this where if you overlap with the actor, then this pops up, but you have to press a button to get out of it, which I think is something I want to change. I think it's just something where I prefer if I overlap with it, then this pops up, and then if I leave, then it goes away, rather than having to push a button to leave, because I think it disrupts the game flow a bit. And same with this. However, I think this is less important because I think by pressing B, it forces you to acknowledge that like this is the process of cutting with the knife. So we have our little potatoes that can follow us around. And that was kind of where this game initially started, was wanting the potato to be able to chop itself into pieces and then kind of like Pikmin assign these pieces to help in the cooking process. But unfortunately, I just don't have the skill set for that yet. Like just getting them to kind of follow like this took me ages. But that's kind of the goal down the line, is being able to have them help you, because I think that would really help with just the playability of the game and like making puzzles actually be puzzles, whereas right now it's kind of more of just a task manager game. Guys. So this is them getting mixed with all the ingredients. I would like to add more animations into this so that like when you do go to the mixing bowl and you mix your ingredients, it'll show a little animation of that actually happening. So that was the first level. I also was working in Maya, so I made my little potato character in Maya, and I've been working on animating it so that it has like a little bounce to its step, but I'm still figuring out animation, so we will get there. I also don't know, because I made like obviously everything pretty 2D, and I like that art style. I think it's unique, it's different. But do I want to make the main potato, like the potatoes, do I want to make them 2D as well? And I don't know about that. So for making mashed potatoes, we need to boil our potatoes first. So I just brought the water to the pot, got that on. This level, actually, oh wow, they're all following me. This level tends to have a problem with the nav mesh, where the AI can't figure out what's going on, and then they end up just staying in one spot. But it's working today, so lucky me. Ta-da! I also think it would be, oh, what's going on with the points? I've never seen that before. Well, that's a new thing to fix. I also want it so that like when you finish the level, when you make your meal, that an animation shows of that, like of the meal like being completed, or at least an image of the finished meal. I'm not sure. So in this level, we actually have to pick up our knife and take it to the board in order to chop our potatoes. Oh, yeah. So this is what I was talking about. They just kind of stop. And I don't know what's going on there. Also, what's going on with the nav mesh? And if I fall off the counter, I just end up back at the beginning. I do need to fix that so that it only pops up when the pawns are with the potato. Actually, I don't know if that was needed in the recipe. It was. I made this game. It was. So this level is getting just a little bit harder. Just adding more steps. Like the individual steps themselves aren't complicated, but it's just the amount of steps is increasing. So we need to boil our potatoes and then fry them. At least the points are working in this level. So, I really like 3D platformer games. I do like this style, but I'm also thinking of just changing it completely and going into a 2D platformer. And I feel like that would suit this game really well. Let me know what you think. I'm seriously considering it. I don't know, I just feel like once I get the potato pawns working and like they are actually helping, I like the layout. I just think it would be more dynamic and maybe more interesting to have it in just a 2D style. I forgot what I was doing. Fry our potatoes. Well, just me, because my potato pawns are not participating today. Oh. Actually, is it butter? Yeah. And I do have it set up where there are ingredients about the level that aren't required. And so if you put those ingredients into the recipe or into your cooking, then they just minus 5 points instead of adding 5 points. I really wanted this game to be very relaxed. Just a cozy 3D platformer that didn't cause anxiety. So I didn't want like a timer, I didn't want like a game over screen. I just wanted it to be more easygoing, I suppose. But it's also been a challenge to make it interesting, like have complexity. So I've been trying to find ways of adding complexity into it without adding anxiety into it, if that makes sense. I did have someone say that I should, in the recipe book, like have checks, and so every time you complete a task that it checks it off the list, and I think that would be a really great addition to it. Oh, the music stopped. Gotta fix that too. I also think that maybe instead of you cooking like once I mix my ingredients together here, yes, and then we turn on the stove and we cook, it completes the game or completes the level. And I think instead of that, having that just be another task in the level, and then you have to plate it, and by plating it you would then complete the level. And I think that might be a better option, so that like you can do the tasks any which way you want, and maybe by doing tasks in a specific order will contribute to points, and doing tasks outside of that order would reduce points. And the original plan was that the more points you had, you would gain sprouts. So think of like the stars in Super Mario Bros. To get you to Superstar Road. And then that would unlock different avatars or new levels or like specialty events. So that's kind of my idea for the game, and I only have 4 levels right now, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm really looking forward to continuing on this journey of designing this game and making it a reality. So that was Roasted Potatoes. I hope that you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you'd be excited to play this game, or what you think I could improve, or if you think that it should be a 2D platformer, or if it should be a 3D platformer. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and like this video or subscribe for more cozy gaming, Zelda game design content, and I will see y'all next time.